Greetings, young one. Welcome to my channel. Today I suggest you listen to a story based on real events. Well, let's get started.
Longing for a fresh start, I was determined to land one of those enticing corporate office jobs that promised prosperity and a respite from my mundane existence. Leaving straight from work on a Thursday evening, I embarked on a grueling 8-hour journey, aiming to arrive at my destination by the wee hours of the morning, around 2 a.m. The road stretched before me, a desolate pathway to my newfound opportunities. As the night deepened, exhaustion crept into my bones. The monotonous hum of the tires on the asphalt threatened to lull me into a deadly slumber. But fate had a sinister encounter in store for me. Amidst the desolate highway, I beheld an enigmatic sight, a man in a suit, motionless and spectre-like, his eyes tracing the path of my car as I zoomed past. My very soul recoiled at this surreal image, and a profane utterance escaped my lips: "What the fuck?" For a fleeting moment, I contemplated turning around, extending a helping hand to this peculiar wanderer. What demons had prompted him to venture onto the highway at such an ungodly hour? Imagining various scenarios to keep myself awake, I dismissed the idea and forged ahead. Little did I know, the worst was yet to come. Another figure materialized along the roadside, also clad in a suit, mirroring the haunting presence that had sent shivers down my spine just minutes ago. Puzzled and gripped by an unnerving fear, I decided to halt, poised to offer assistance to this enigma. My car slowly glided to the shoulder of the road, tapering to a stop. The rearview mirror betrayed a sudden absence, as if the figure had evaporated into thin air. My heart raced within my chest as panic threatened to consume me. Deeming it a mirage, I mustered the courage to propel the car forward, leaving behind these unsettling apparitions. Alas, the exhaustion gnawed at my consciousness, sinking its malicious claws into my fading willpower. Desperate for a moment respite, I succumbed to the urge and veered off the highway, searching for solace amidst the unknown. The parking lot of an inconspicuous rest area beckoned, its vacant expanse unforgiving and eerily silent. Disoriented, I reclined the seat, surrendering myself to the abyss of sleep. Yet the hollow darkness birthed disconcerting visions, taunting my frayed nerves. Every creak, every rustle, seemed imbued with malevolence, as if a lurking maleficent force awaited me, poised to unveil its terrifying visage upon my awakening. The ominous solitude offered no solace, and a wave of dread washed over me as I struggled to resist the impending terror. Abruptly, my eyes fluttered open, jolted by an unseen force. Panic surged through every vein as I warily surveyed the car's surroundings. Peering through each window, paranoia overwhelmed me, urging me to confront the lingering specter in my rearview mirror. For a fleeting moment, I glimpsed a figure occupying the back seat, a haunting silhouette evoking memories of the suit-clad creatures that had plagued my journey. Before my terror-stricken mind could fully register this terrifying presence, instinct propelled me out of the car, my screams piercing the air as I scrambled backward, desperate to distance myself from this malevolent intruder. Only as my racing heart gradually steadied did I realize the truth: the back seat sat empty, devoid of all life. Slowly regaining my composure, I grappled with the realization that my tormented mind had conjured these ghastly apparitions. Surely, it was the sheer weight of anticipation and the cruel embrace of sleep deprivation that conspired to exaggerate my fears, fueling a macabre theater within my consciousness. Nevertheless, the memory of those phantom figures haunted me still, their indelible presence as unsettling as the relentless shadows in the deepest recesses of our nightmares. Eventually, I succumbed to the relentless pull of exhaustion and roused myself from the barren landscape of that empty parking lot. Determined to conquer the remaining stretch of the journey, I reignited the engine, my senses acutely attuned to every creak of the car, every whisper of the wind. Adrenaline coursed through my veins, thwarting any hint of drowsiness that threatened to consume me. Braving the shadows of that harrowing night, I thrust myself forward, consumed by the singular purpose of reaching the sanctuary of my destination. The first interview of the day arrived like an apparition, its phantom presence evoking a sense of inexplicable discomfort. The recruiter, the spitting image of the haunting specter that had plagued my sleep, exuded an uncanny aura. A chill cascaded down my spine, stiffening every muscle as I waged an internal battle to regain my composure. Alas, the lingering shock rendered me but a mere shell of my former self, teetering on the precipice of lucidity and illusory dreams. The interview unraveled in a haze, my responses faltering, slipping through my trembling lips. A dance with the unknown, I existed in a suspended state, akin to a phantasmagoric realm where reality and nightmare fused into one. Leaving the office, the embodiment of relief enveloped me. Despite the disorientation that still clung to my senses, I had emerged somewhat unscathed, securing a ray of hope amidst the tumultuous darkness. A short hour stood between the aftermath of one interview and the dawn of a new opportunity. Guided by a flicker of optimism, I strode into the domain of my next interviewer, a woman whose presence seemed to soothe my quivering soul. This time, my wits sharpened, I maneuvered through the interview with a glimmer of confidence, paving the way towards my ultimate triumph. As I reflect on those perplexing events, my therapist's voice resonates in my mind, weaving a thread of logic amidst the chaos. The amalgamation of impending interviews, the shroud of sleeplessness, these ingredients melded into a potent cocktail, fueling hallucinations and conjuring the menacing man in a suit, a mere embodiment of my deepest fears. A rational explanation, perhaps, but one that fails to assuage the lingering horror etched within my soul. I now find myself situated in North Carolina, my new home, seemingly liberated from the grips of that devilish night. Yet the echoes of that long, treacherous drive continue to reverberate within, forever etching my memory with the horrors of the road.